For many people with very tight schedules, doing yoga or other kinds of workout on a regular basis can be quite a challenge. There's just no time to actually go out and attend yoga classes on a regular basis. But wait. What if you just do your yoga inside your own four walls? Even if your hectic schedule prohibits you from attending a class regularly, there are ways you can still get all of the benefits of yoga right in the comfort of your own home. If you are brand new to yoga, there are certain postures that are essential for you to learn so you can feel comfortable in a class or practicing on your own at home. It is difficult to limit everything down since there are more than 300 situations in the physical yoga practice, yet these postures can begin you off on the correct way. In the event that you do every last one of these for 5 to 10 breaths, it additionally makes an incredible amateur's yoga program for you to do each day. Here are my picks for the 10 most significant yoga models for beginners. Note, you don't need to have the option to do every one of these postures precisely as envisioned. Always tune into your body and alter if necessary. 1. Mountain pose. Mountain pose is the base for every single standing posture. It gives you a feeling of how to ground into your feet and feel the earth underneath you. Mountain posture may appear essentially standing, yet there is a ton going on. The most effective method to do it: start remaining with your feet together. Press down through every one of the 10 toes as you spread them open. Connect with your quadriceps to lift your kneecaps and lift up through the inward thighs. Attract your abs and up as you lift your chest and press the highest points of the shoulders down. Feel your shoulder bones coming towards one another and open your chest, yet keep your palms confronting inwards towards the body. Envision a string drawing the crown of the head up to the roof and inhale profoundly into the middle. Hold for 5 to 8 breaths. 2. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is utilized in most yoga practices and yoga classes, and it extends and reinforces the whole body. I generally state, a down canine daily wards the specialist off. Step-by-step instructions to do it: come on to every one of the fours with your wrists under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Fold under your toes and lift your hips up off the floor as you move them up and back towards your heels. Keep your knees marginally bowed if your hamstrings are tight. Generally attempt to fix your legs while holding your hips back. Walk your hands forward to give yourself more length on the off chance that you have to. Press solidly through your palms and turn the inward elbows towards one another. Dig out the abs and continue drawing in your legs to keep the middle moving back towards the thighs. Hold for 5 to 8 breaths before dropping back to hands and knees to rest. 3. Plank. Board shows us how to adjust on our hands while utilizing the whole body to help us. It is an extraordinary method to fortify the abs, and figure out how to utilize the breath to assist us with remaining in a difficult posture. The most effective method to do it: from each of the fours, fold under your toes and lift your advantages off the tangle. Slide your impact points back enough until you believe you are one straight line of vitality from your head to your feet. Connect with the lower abs, draw the shoulders down and away from the ears, arrange your ribs and inhale profoundly for 8 to 10 breaths. 4. Triangle. Triangle is a superb standing stance to extend the sides of the abdomen, open up the lungs, reinforce the legs and tone the whole body. The most effective method to do it: start remaining with your feet one leg's length separated. Open and stretch your arms to the sides at shoulder tallness. Turn your correct foot out 90 degrees and your left toes in around 45 degrees. Connect with your quadriceps and abs as you pivot to the side over your correct leg. Spot your correct hand down on your lower leg, shin or knee, or a square on the off chance that you have one, and lift your surrendered arm over to the roof. Turn your look up to the top hand and hold for 5 to 8 breaths. Lift up to stand and rehash on the contrary side. Tip: I like to envision I'm stuck between two thin dividers when I'm in triangle present. 5. Tree. Tree is a wonderful standing equalization for tenderfoots to deal with to pick up center and clearness, and figure out how to inhale while standing and keeping the body adjusted on one foot. The most effective method to do it: start with your feet together and place your correct foot on your internal left upper thigh. Press your hands in petition and discover a spot before you that you can hold in a watchful eye. Hold and relax for 8 to 10 breaths. At that point, switch sides. Ensure you don't lean into the standing leg and keep your abs drew in and shoulders loose. 6. Warrior 1. Warrior 1 presents are fundamental for building quality and stamina in a yoga practice. They give us certainty and stretch the hips and thighs while building quality in the whole lower body and center. Warrior 1 is a delicate back bend and an incredible posture for extending open the front body, quads, hip flexors, PSOAS, while fortifying the legs, hips, rump, center and chest area. The most effective method to do it, for Warrior 1, you can make a monster stride back with your left foot coming towards a jump. At that point, turn your left impact point down and edge your left toes forward 75 degrees. Lift your chest and press your palms up overhead. Venture forward and rehash on the contrary leg. 7. Warrior 2. Warrior 2 is an outer hip opener. It's a decent beginning stage for some. Side stances including triangle, broadened point and half moon balance. Instructions to do it: stand with your feet one leg's length separated. Turn your correct toes out 90 degrees and your left toes in 45 degrees. Curve your correct knee until it is straightforwardly over your correct lower leg while keeping the middle even between the hips. Stretch your arms out to your sides and look over your correct hand. Hold for 8 to 10 breaths before fixing the correct leg and turning your feet to the opposite side to rehash on left side. 8. Seated forward bend. It's critical to consolidate a forward curve in yoga practice to extend the hamstrings, lower and upper back and sides. Situated a head curve is the ideal crease for everybody to begin to open up the body and figure out how to inhale through awkward positions. In the event that you feel any sharp torment, you have to back off. However, in the event that you feel the strain when you overlap forward and you can keep on breathing, you will gradually begin to relax up and let go. You can likewise keep your knees bowed in the posture as long as the feet stay flexed and together. The most effective method to do it: start situated with your legs together, feet solidly flexed and not turning in or out, and your hands by your hips. Lift your chest and begin to pivot forward from your midriff. Connect with your lower abs and envision your stomach button moving towards the highest point of your thighs. When you hit your most extreme, stop and relax for 8 to 10 breaths. Ensure your shoulders, head and neck are altogether discharged. 9. Bridge pose. A counter posture to a forward curve is a back twist. Bridge post is a decent novice back twist that stretches the front body and fortifies the back body. The most effective method to do it: lie down on your back and spot your feet hip width separated. Press solidly onto your feet and lift your butt up off the tangle. Join your hands together and press the clench hands down to the floor as you open up your chest considerably more. Envision hauling your heels on the tangle towards your shoulders to draw in your hamstrings. Hold for 8 to 10 breaths, then lower your hips down and repeat 2 additional occasions. 10. Child pose. Each one needs a decent resting posture, and child's posture is a great one for tenderfoots as well as for yoga specialists, all things considered. It's acceptable to get familiar with youngster's posture to utilize when you're exhausted in down dog, before bed around evening time to work out the crimps, or whenever you need a psychological break in stress, strain alleviation. Instructions start on every one of the 4s. At that point, bring your knees and feet together as you sit your butt back to your impact points and stretch your arms forward. Lower your temple to the floor or square or pad or cover and let your whole body discharge. Hold for whatever length of time that you wish. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please like the video if you are interested more. Please click the description below.